Are you serious? Are you serious? Calm down. Get some coffee, but somebody better calm down in the streets of Cleveland as a socialist protester last night attempted to burn the American flag, and he accidentally caught himself on fire, and it was a horrific scene in the streets of Cleveland, Ohio last night. It wasn't only just Ted Cruz being booed off the stage last night. It was a protester, a socialist protester, burning the American flag, ended up burning himself. Are you serious? The Bible says, can a man take fire into his bosom and not be burned? Cleveland law enforcement. Officers arrested 17 people after a tolerant leftist, pro-socialist liberals were protesting the Republican National Convention. It turned violent in the streets of Cleveland after their protests failed to garner the attention they thought it deserved, including one protester accidentally lit himself on fire while trying to burn the American flag. Are you serious? What? Yes, that's what happened. Matter of fact, CBS News is reporting that police arrested these 17 people after a melee broke out during a flag burning in the streets outside the Republican National Convention. It was the most turbulent protest since the 4-day convention began on Monday. The chaos briefly prevented delegates and members of the media from getting into the Quicken Loans Arena for the night's proceedings. The melee brought to 22 the number of people who have been arrested during the convention, which really is not that bad. Really not that bad. Have to say the Cleveland police have done a great job, as well as all of the police departments that came in to help them from all over the country. They've done a great job, really. They had a great plan. They kept the protesters as far away as they could. Anyway, far fewer than some law enforcement authorities were fearing. There's been no tear gas. There's been nothing that ugly. And the only guy that got in trouble here, looks like, is the guy trying to burn the flag. Right now, I think so far, it's been so good. So far, so good, said Police Chief Calvin Williams. We're still out there. We're still vigilant to make sure we finish this day and the last day, of course, on a positive note. So if they can get through today and tonight. Now, tonight's the big night. This is the night that, of course, Donald Trump will step forward and address the convention. Last night, there was some chaos, primarily because Ted Cruz, I mean, to be honest with you, Ted Cruz gave a great speech. But when it was evident toward the end that he wasn't going to endorse Donald Trump, I mean, if you come there and speak for 25 minutes, you think you're going to say, you're addressing the whole convention. You would think you'd say, so let's all get behind the presidential nominee, Donald Trump. He didn't. He said, just vote your conscience. The New York delegation began to chant, began to boo him. And when he finished his speech, when the whole arena realized he had not endorsed Trump, they booed this man. They literally booed this man off the stage. Unbelievable. I think Ted Cruz really hurt his political career. He really could have been the bigger man by making that endorsement. Ronald Reagan was the bigger man in 1976 when he came in second, like Cruz, to Gerald Ford, and he endorsed the president. It takes a lot to do that, and I think it's a really strong move. It shows unity. But anyway, Mike Pence was a star last night. And by the way, so was Eric Trump. Eric Trump was incredible last night. I mean, really, both the sons, the whole children are really, really great people. You can see that, and you see they got their act together. Okay, but and what about the pastor from Ohio, Pastor Carl? I'm trying to remember his last name. I want to say it was Smith, but it might have been Johnson. I really can't remember. He was on fire last night. So, and Mike Pence gave a tremendous speech. He showed again the Hoosier hospitality. He's from the cornfields of Indiana. He even said that. He is a Christian. He opens this speech by, first of all, I am a Christian and a conservative and a Republican, in that order. And his Midwestern charm and the likability and the believability, and you know this guy is serious. And I've got a tremendous article that I want to share with you about him at another video, but it was tremendous. He gave a great speech last night. Anyway, that's what's going on in Cleveland, keeping you up to speed. And I will address the speech that Dr. Ben Carson gave on Tuesday night when he brought Lucifer on the table. And we'll talk about that in the next video. Wow, are you serious? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Folks, we are running out of time. We really are.